Can anyone confirm you're able to see my screen? Yep. Okay, thank you. Okay, we'll wait for 2 more minutes because only 50% people joined the session. Then we'll start. Okay. Meanwhile, if you have any questions, you can drop in chat box. Okay, fine. Let us not wait. Please add a little bit Telugu while explaining. Yeah, sure, Sai. Thanks. So we are going to the topic. Yeah, we are discussing about the general duties of occupier, which means the basic accountabilities or the activities which are supposed to be performed or which are supposed to be ensured by the factory owner. So as we've seen, maintenance is the one part where you can access and egress, in the sense how you reach that specific workplace and how you can come back from that workplace. Excuse me. Yeah. And the next point is the maintenance or monitoring of such working environment in the factory for the workers that is safe without risk to health and also adequate as regards facilities and arrangements for their welfare at work. So here it is about one thing, it is about maintaining it, then other thing it is about the monitoring. So if I say monitoring, the monitoring of a workplace, how you will monitor the workplace, with respect to the fumes or the gases or the fresh air quantity which is coming in, everything will be comes in. What we are doing currently, the environmental monitoring simply. Okay. Then there's one more important point: the policy. What is this? Every occupier will have a policy. So, except in such cases as may be prescribed, every occupier shall prepare and also often as may be appropriate revise or a written statement of his general policy with respect to health, safety of the workers at work, and the organization arrangements of the time being enforced by carrying out that policy and being the statement and any revision thereof, the notice of all the workers in such a manner as may be prescribed. In the sense, the occupier has to prepare a policy and it has to be done proper revisions and necessary arrangements, and in case of any revisions happens, it has to be informed to the all the workers in the facility. And again, general duties of manufacturers etc regards to the articles used or substances. Here we have to see the manufacturer definition first so that we can understand better what exactly it is noticed by the occupier. And if you see, they've given the manufacturing definition, manufacturing process. It does mean making, altering, repairing, or ornamenting, finishing, packing, oiling, washing, cleaning, breaking, and demolishing, or otherwise treating or adapting any article or substance with a view of its use, sale, transport, or delivery, which is called as manufacturing process. And also this definition also we missed out what exactly mean by the worker means employee or directly or through any agency including a contractor with or without the knowledge of the principal employer, whether for remuneration or not, in any manufacturing process or in the cleaning of any part of the machinery or premises used for manufacturing process or any other kind of incidental to the connected with the manufacturing process or subject to the manufacturing process but does not include any member of armed force or union. Any worker which is a own employee or contractual employee, he'll be called as a worker. I think manufacturing definition we have to consider only the manufacturing process. We don't have other definitions it seems. Okay, we'll go through those duties as well. Moreover, it is similar. Okay, the general duties of manufacturers. Again, same. Every who has designs, manufactures, imports, or supplies any article for the use in a factory shall ensure, so far as reasonable practicable, that the article is so designed and constructed as to be safe and also without risk to the health and safe for the workers when properly used. It is about the manufacturer responsibilities. For example, if I produced a mobile phone, so it need not to or it should not create any safety issue or health issue until unless if I use it properly. So it is about the manufacturer's rules. I can say general usage conditions. How if the medicine, if you buy a medicine, they will give the the use direction for use the same way, and carry out or arrange for carrying out of such test and also examination as may be considering necessary for effective implementation of provisions of clause A. So in the sense, if you see, if you buy any pressure vessel or any compressor, so they will do the all the kind of testing, working pressure and test pressure conditions. They have to test and they will give the inspector or tested okay or tested. You could see those kind of stickers or certifications on the product. అంటే ఏంటంటే ఎవరైతే మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చర్ ఉన్నారో వాళ్ళు ఏదైతే ఒక వస్తువుని కానీ ఏదన్నా ఒక పదార్థాన్ని కానీ ఏదన్నా మెటీరియల్ రెడీ చేసినప్పుడు it should not going to create any safety issues or any other health related issues until unless it is being used in a proper manner. Then it has to be tested in all the cases with respect to the product which they have made. Then in such steps as may be necessary to ensure the adequate information will be available. So in connection with the use of article, excuse me, use of the articles. So how they can use this article in any factory, and about the use for which is designed and also tested. In the sense, as I take the previous example, a compressor for which pressure it is designed and also which is tested, which means working pressure and the test pressure. And about conditions necessary to ensure that the article, when put into such use, will be safe and also without risk to health and safety of the workers. Also, we have to mention the conditions, the operating conditions, or no overspeed or no pressurize, or you should not increase the temperature more than this or more than that, etc. Operational conditions, and provided that where an article is designed or manufactured outside India, it shall be obligatory on the part of the importer to do so, and also the article conforms to the same standards if such article is manufactured in India. So in India, if you do any manufacturing, there it has to follow the IS standards, Bureau of Indian Standards. You can see the IS code for uh, the instructions or the rules which they follow for the manufacturing such article. Just a second, we got a couple of 1 second, please. Okay. Yeah. Okay. సో ఎనీ ఆర్టికల్ అంటే ఏదైనా ఒక వస్తువుని కానీ ఏదైనా ఒక పదార్థాన్ని ఏదైనా ఒక ఎక్విప్మెంట్ని ఇండియాలో మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చర్ చేసినప్పుడు అక్కడ లోకల్గా ఉండే స్టాండర్డ్స్ని అది ఫుల్ఫిల్ చేయాలంటే ఆ స్టాండర్డ్స్ ఎలా అయితే చెప్పాయో ఆ స్టాండర్డ్స్ ప్రకారము అది మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చరింగ్ జరిగి ఉండాలి. If the standards adopted in the country outside for the manufacture of such articles is above the standards adopted in India, the articles conform to these standards. If the articles are made in other countries, so which those standards are above the Indian standards, then it is also acceptable. అంటే ఏదైతే కొన్ని పదార్థాలు లేదంటే వస్తువులు అవుట్ సైడ్ ఇండియాలో మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చరింగ్ జరుగుతాయో అవి ఇండియన్ స్టాండర్డ్స్ కంటే ఎక్కువ స్ట్రింజెంట్ కింద ఉంది అంటే సో విచ్ ఇస్ వెల్ యాక్సెప్టెడ్. Then every person who undertakes to design or manufacture any article for the use in any factory may carry out the arrange for carrying out necessary research with the view in the discovery and also so for reasonably practicable and the elimination or minimization of any risk to health safety of the workers to which the design or article may gives rise. So whoever is designing of any specific tool, it should elimination or minimization of risk. or health or safety of the workers. While designing, they have to ensure all this. We have discussed that ergonomics during the manufacturing of equipment. Same way, ergonomic problem also, it is also one of the risk factor for the operators who are operating such a equipment. సో ఎప్పుడైతే ఒక వస్తువుని డిజైన్ చేసేటప్పుడు మనము దానికి సంబంధించిన సేఫ్టీ కానీ హెల్త్ రిస్క్లు కానీ ఏమన్నా ఉంటే దాన్ని కూడాను కన్సిడర్ చేయాలి. అంటే మన డిజైన్ అనేది అటువంటి రిస్క్ని తగ్గించే విధంగా ఉండాలి. ఇట్ షుడ్ బి ఎలిమినేషన్ ఆర్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు ట్రై టు ఎలిమినేట్. అంటే కంప్లీట్గా ఎటువంటి రిస్క్ ఉండకూడదు. ఎయిదర్ ఈ షుడ్ బి యాజ్ మినిమల్ యాజ్ పాసిబుల్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు రెడ్యూస్. Then nothing contained in the subsections 1 and 2 shall be constructed to require a person to repeat the testing, examination, or research which has been carried out otherwise than by him or his instance, in so far as it is reasonable for him to rely on the results. Therefore, the purpose of said subsections, which means it has to be tested or twice or thrice. అంటే ఒకటికి రెండు సార్లు అని టెస్ట్ చేసి చేయాలంటున్నారు. ఇప్పుడు ఈ సబ్సెక్షన్స్ అనేవి ఫుల్ఫిల్ అవ్వకపోతే, ఎనీ డ్యూటీ ఇంపోజ్డ్ ఆర్ ఎనీ పర్సన్ ఆఫ్ సబ్సెక్షన్ 1 and 2 షల్ ఎక్స్టెండ్ ఓన్లీ టు థింగ్స్ డన్ ఇన్ ద కోర్స్ ఆఫ్ బిజినెస్ క్యారీడ్ on by him or the matters within his control. So all these tests and all, when they will do, whenever he is going to manufacture, whenever he is going to test, in those conditions he is going to do this in his control. After delivering, it has to be ensured by the user, it has to be tested. Where a person designs, the manufacturer imports the supplier. I'm reading point number 5. Imports or supplies an article on the basis of written undertaking by the user of such article to take steps specified in such undertaking to ensure so far reasonably practicable that the article will be safe and without risk to health and safety of the workers when properly used, and the undertaking shall have effect of relieving the person designing, manufacturing, importing, and also supplying the article from the duty imposed by the clause A and also subsection 1 to extend the reasonable having regard to the terms and also undertaking. It is about the terms and conditions of the మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చరర్. అంటే ఇప్పుడు మనం ఏదైనా ప్రోడక్ట్ని తీసుకున్నప్పుడు వాడు చెప్తాడు, నేను దీని అన్నీ కూడాను చెక్ చేశాను, వెరిఫై చేశాను, అంతా ప్రాపర్గానే పనిచేస్తుంది, ఎటువంటి ఇష్యూస్ లేవు, ఈ టర్మ్స్ అండ్ కండిషన్స్ అన్నీ కూడా మనం పర్చేస్ చేసినప్పుడు చూసుకుంటాం కాబట్టి దాన్ని ఎన్ష్యూర్ చేసుకోవాలని చెప్పేసి చెప్తున్నాడు. ఓకే, then in chapter 2 we have inspectors who will come for the factories inspectors who will do the examinations, who will come to the site area. Basically those are chief inspector of factories. And power of inspectors, so this is also I can say I'll give the second preference. అంటే దీని ఇంపార్టెన్స్ అనేది కొంచెం తక్కువ జనరల్ డ్యూటీస్ ఆఫ్ మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చరర్ ఆర్ ఆక్యుపైర్తో పోల్చుకుంటే, బట్ స్టిల్ we can discuss. So if you see the inspector, we'll see who is meant by inspector first. Inspector means it is notified by the government with official gazette, appoint a qualification inspector purpose of this act. Then any additional a person shall be appointed under the section subsection 1, having been appointed shall be continued to the hold office, or who is or become directly or indirectly interested in the factory or in the purpose of business carried out in any patent or machinery connected to it. And every district magistrate shall have be an inspector for his district. So every district magistrate, which means the collector who is having inspectorate for his district, he can come and inspect anytime. Then, and every chief inspector, additional chief inspector, joint chief inspector, deputy chief inspector, inspector, and every of other officers appointed under this section shall be deemed to be a public servant within the meaning of the Indian Penal Code and also shall officially subordinate to such authority as a state government and also may specify in the other behalf. So these guys also will be working under those inspectors, under the inspector. Now we'll see the power of inspector. Basically ఏంటంటే కలెక్టర్స్ వచ్చేసి ఇన్స్పెక్టర్ పొజిషన్లో ఉంటే మన చీఫ్ ఇన్స్పెక్టర్స్ కానీ డిప్యూటీ చీఫ్ ఇన్స్పెక్టర్ కానీ ఫ్యాక్టరీస్ ఇన్స్పెక్టర్స్ కానీ వీళ్ళందరూ కూడాను వాళ్ళకి సపోర్ట్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు దేంట్లో ఈ ఫ్యాక్టరీస్ని ఇన్స్పెక్ట్ చేయడానికి. ఓకేనా, వాటిలో ఉన్న ప్రొవిజన్స్ అనేవి ఆ, అన్నీ ప్రాపర్గా ఫాలో అవుతున్నారా లేదా అన్న దాని గురించి వీళ్ళు మెయింటైన్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు. ఓకే, ఎస్. నౌ విల్ సీ సమ్ ఆఫ్ పవర్స్. అంటే వీళ్ళ యొక్క పవర్ అంటే ఏమని చెప్పవచ్చు, వీళ్ళ పరిధిలోకి వచ్చేవి అంటే వీళ్ళు ఎంతవరకు కంట్రోల్ చేయగలరు వీళ్ళ విధి విధానాలు. సో ఇఫ్ యూ సీ ద పవర్ ఆఫ్ దీస్ గైస్, సో subject to any rule made in this behalf of inspector may be within the local limits for which he is appointed, enter with such assistance being person in service or the government or local or other public authority within an experts or he thinks fit or any place which is used or which has been reason to believe is used as a factory. So wherever the factories are there which are authorized, where he can go and his perform duty, and what kind of duties he will do: make inspections of the premises and plants along with the experts. So along with the experts in the sense, who will go with, who will go with expert in the sense the factories act, factories inspector, deputy chief inspector, etc. They will be the experts. Make examination of premises, plant and machinery, and inquire into any incident or any accident or dangerous occurrences, whether resulting in bodily injury, disability, or not, and taken as part of otherwise statements of any person which he may consider necessary for such inquiry. The inspectors will inquire about the accidents. ఇప్పుడు ఏదైనా ప్రమాదం జరిగినప్పుడు ఫ్యాక్టరీస్ ఇన్స్పెక్టర్స్ కానీ కలెక్టర్స్ కానీ లేబర్ ఇన్స్పెక్టర్స్ కానీ అందరూ వచ్చి ఎంక్వైరీ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు. ఎంక్వైరీ ఆన్ టు ద యాక్సిడెంట్స్ అండ్ డేంజరస్ అక్కరెన్సెస్. దెన్ రిక్వైర్ the production of any prescribed register or any other documents related to the factory. So they can verify the production related documents, what and all they are manufacturing, and seize or take copies of any register, record, or other documents or any portion thereof may consider be necessary in respect of any offense or under this act which has been reason to believe has been committed. So వాళ్ళేంటి ప్రొడక్షన్ రిలేటెడ్ డాక్యుమెంట్ చూస్తారు, they can seize or they can take the copies of any register, any data, if they commit for any offense. In case of they are doing any malpractice, they have taken approval for only the two products but they are manufacturing 10 products. They have taken approval for product A, we mean the sulfuric acid, but they are producing hydrogen sulfide. Like that, if they do any offense, they can seize that factory. Direct the occupier that any premises or any part of thereof or anything laying therein shall be left under undisturbed, whether generally or particularly respects, for so long as it is necessary for the purpose of any examination. And they can direct in the sense they can suggest the manufacturer, sorry, occupier of any premises thereof, anything laying therein or shall be undisturbed, whether generally in practical respects, so as long as it is necessary, and takes measurements and also photographs to such surroundings if at all they feel it is not meeting the requirement. Measurements and photographs, the recordings as he consider necessary for the purpose of examination. If at all he want any photographs he can take that photographs. And in case of any article or substance found in any premises, being an article or substance which appears to him as having cause or likely to cause danger to health and safety of the workers. So any product or any machinery or any equipment which he feels which are danger, అంటే ఏంటి, వాళ్ళ సైట్లోకి వచ్చినప్పుడు ఫోటోలు తీసుకోవచ్చు వాళ్ళ ఎగ్జామినేషన్ పర్పస్కి అని అవసరం అయితే. దాంతో పాటుగా ఇన్ కేస్ ఏదైనా ఒక మెటీరియల్ కానీ ఏదైనా ఒక మిషనరీ కానీ ఎక్విప్మెంట్ కానీ చూసినప్పుడు వాళ్ళు ఇది ప్రమాదకరం అనుకుంటే ఆ కేసులో కూడా దే కెన్ రికమెండ్ or damage or destroy it unless it is same in the circumstances necessary if for carrying out any purposes of act take the possession of any such article or substance or thereof deemed or necessary for such examinations. They can possession in the sense they can take the control of that substance or machinery, or they'll ask us to repair it. Exercise such other powers as may be prescribed. Apart from this, they can do other duties as well, provided that no. Okay, fine. Yeah. Who is meant by certified surgeon? The state government may appoint a qualified medical practitioners to be certifying surgeons for the purpose of this act within such local limits for such a factory or class or description of factories as it may assign to them respectively. A certifying surgeon may, within the approval of state government, authorize any qualified medical practitioner. Who is meant by certified surgeon? Is qualified medical practitioner to exercise of his power under this act for such period as a certifying surgeon may be subjected to the conditions of the state government. And no person shall be appointed to be or authorized to exercise the powers of certifying surgeon or having been so appointed or authorized continue to exercise such powers who is or become the occupier of the factory or is become directly or indirectly interested therein or any process business carried out or any patent or machinery connected with or his otherwise employee of the factory. So if you say the certifying surgeon, if somebody is having any connection with that process, connection with that factory, any shares with that factory, they should not be appointed. అంటే ఈ సర్టిఫైయింగ్ సర్జన్ అనేవాడు ఇండిపెండెంట్గా ఉండాలి. He should not be any relation with such factory or process or people. Then only he can be appointed. Provided that the state government may be in order to in writing of subject to such conditions may be specified in order to exempt any person or class of persons from the provisions of subsections respect to the factory. If you see a certifying surgeon shall carry out such duties, but sometimes it is very less chance to ask these kind of questions duties of certifying surgeon, but there is a chance. What he will do, his duties, examination and certification of young persons under this act. He will examine the persons and he will decide who is mean by uh, 1 second please. Screen not visible, not showing display, screen problem. Can you please confirm now, is it visible? Ganesh, Satish, Shekhar. What about others? Uh, Give me a second. I'll reshare again. Can you please confirm? Is it visible now? Still no? ఒకసారి మళ్ళీ చూసి చెప్పరా? నేను మళ్ళీ షేర్ చేశాను నేను. నో. ఓ. బట్ నాకు ఇక్కడైతే షేరింగ్లో ఉందని మాత్రం చూపిస్తుంది. ఐ డోంట్ నో. ఓకే. స్టాప్ షేర్. ఐ షేర్ వన్స్ అగైన్. షేర్ విండో, డాక్యుమెంట్, షేర్. I am using the same process. I don't know what is happening. Okay, now it is visible. But ఇంతకు ముందు కూడా నేను సేమ్ ప్రాసెస్ ఫాలో అయ్యాను. మేబీ some technical issue with the Zoom. Okay, we have another 2 minutes. Okay, maybe now it is visible, it seems. Okay, we have another 2 minutes. So what they do, they'll do the examination and certification of young persons under this act. Okay. Aha. Now I got the problem. ఎప్పుడైతే నేను ఈ జూమ్ దీంట్లోకి వస్తానో అప్పుడు కనిపించట్లేదు. నేను డాక్యుమెంట్ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు కనిపిస్తుంది. నో వరీస్. ఓకే. ఎగ్జామినేషన్ అంటే ఎవరైతే యంగ్ పర్సన్స్ ఉన్నారో, అంటే ఎవరైతే 15 సంవత్సరాలకి మించి ఎవరైతే తక్కువ ఉన్నారో వాళ్ళని ఎగ్జామినేట్ చేయటము. అండ్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్ ఆఫ్ పర్సన్స్ ఎంగేజ్డ్ ఇన్ ఫ్యాక్టరీస్ ఇన్ సచ్ డేంజరస్ ఆక్యుపెంట్స్ అండ్ ప్రాసెస్ యాజ్ ప్రిస్క్రైబ్. ఎక్కడైతే డేంజరస్ ఆపరేషన్స్ ఉన్నాయో వాళ్ళ యొక్క హెల్త్ కండిషన్స్ని వెరిఫై చేయటము. Then in case of illness, when they will do case of illness have occurred which is responsible to believe or due to the nature of manufacturing process carried on or other conditions of work prevailing therein. So that's why we go through the medical examination during the appointment of any factory. They will see the current condition of the employee before giving an appointment. Otherwise, the people may be affected in some other company and they will try to come and claim in the current company. So it is difficult to handle. So they always look for it.